I've lost count of just how many recipes I've made without corn syrup, but I've decided to add one more to the repertoire: pecan pie. For this Thanksgiving classic, I've swapped maple syrup and dark brown sugar for the corn syrup, and the results are gooey, nutty, and delicious. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
Before you start making your pie, ensure that you've blind baked your crust. I like to blind bake the crust rather than simply par baking it as I do in my pumpkin pie recipe. This is because the filling can be quite sticky and liquidy, and this is the easiest way to avoid the dreaded soggy bottom. To blind bake, all you need to do is roll out your pie crust. I have an entire video detailing how I make my favorite pie crust, and then fit it to the pan. After allowing it to rest in the fridge, trim the excess from the edges and then crimp it however you'd like. Freeze it for at least 10 minutes, then prick a few holes, line it with parchment paper. It's so much easier if you crumple the paper up first, and then fill it with the pie weights of your choice. I like using dried beans. Bake the crust for about 15 to 20 minutes, then remove it from the oven, take out the weights and parchment, and brush the crust down with a beaten egg. Hold on to the egg. Return the crust to the oven and bake it until it's crisp and golden. Now, onto the filling. This is so easy to make, and it comes together in just one bowl. To begin, make sure you toast your pecans. All you need to do is add the nuts to a rimmed baking sheet and then move them to a 180C 350F oven for about 5 minutes. Once they're done, go ahead and reduce the oven temperature to 160C or 320F. Now, in a large bowl, vigorously whisk together some eggs, a good amount of maple syrup, dark brown sugar, melted butter, vanilla extract, and salt. Use the beaten egg you used for the egg wash as one of your eggs. No waste here. Once well combined, fold in the toasted pecans. Pour your filling into the baked pie crust and then set atop a rimmed baking sheet. This just makes it easier to move in and out of the oven. Move it to the oven and bake the pie until it's set around the edges but still wobbly a bit in the middle. It should move like set jelly, but it should not leave ripples or seem liquidy in any way. Now, this is where the hard part is. You have to wait for at least 4 hours before cutting into it. It needs to be completely cooled. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!